All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am V. Ravi Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch various initiatives under E-Court project in New Delhi on Constitution Day today. Campaigning intensifies for the first phase of assembly elections in Gujarat. BJP President JP Nadda to release the party's manifesto Sankalp Patra in Gandhinagar. Jammu and Kashmir registers an increase of over 10% voters after delimitation. 25th National Conference on E-Governance begins in Jammu and Kashmir today. ISRO to launch 9 satellites including OceanSat from Sriharikota today. And in FIFA World Cup today, Australia will take on Tunisia, Saudi Arabia will clash with Poland and France will lock horns with Denmark. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will participate in the Constitution Day celebrations in Supreme Court today morning. During the program, the Prime Minister will launch various initiatives under the E-Court project. The project is an effort to provide services to litigants, lawyers and the judiciary through information and communication technology. The initiatives being launched by the Prime Minister include Virtual Justice Clock, Justice Mobile App 2.0, Digital Court and Shwas websites. Virtual Justice Clock will make the functioning of courts accountable and transparent by sharing with the public the status of case disposals by the court. Public can access the Virtual Justice Clock of any court on the District Court's website. Through Justice Mobile App 2.0, judges of High Court and Supreme Court can now monitor the case pendency and its disposal. Digital Court is an initiative to make the court records available to the judge in digitized form. Shwas websites is a framework to generate, configure, deploy and manage websites for publishing specified information and services related to district judiciary. A report.
It is a constant endeavor of the government to provide speedy and reliable justice to the people. E-Court project, virtual hearing and e-filing are being promoted to provide speedy justice. These efforts have helped in developing an efficient, timely, affordable, transparent and accountable justice delivery system. All the people associated with the judicial system are getting its benefit. It is expected that the use of new technologies like 5G will further strengthen the efforts to provide speedy justice to the people. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
President Draupadi Murmu will address the valedictory ceremony. On the eve of Constitution Day, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi virtually launched portals for online reading of preamble and quiz on the Constitution of India yesterday. People can visit www.readpreamble.nic.in for reading the preamble, and for the quiz, they can visit www.constitutionquiz.nic.in. Launching these portals, Mr. Joshi stated that all fellow citizens should read the preamble to the Constitution in the language suitable to them out of the 23 languages. The 25th National Conference on E-Governance NCEG will begin in Katra, Jammu and Kashmir today. Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances DARPG and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology in association with the Government of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is organizing the two-day conference. Interacting with media at Sri Mata Vaishno Devi University, Katra, Secretary DARPG V. Srinivas said the conference will be inaugurated by Minister of State for Personal, Public Grievances and Pension, Dr. Jitendra Singh. He said today, on Constitution Day, Dr. Singh will administer reading of the preamble to the Constitution with all the participants during the inaugural session of the 25th NCEG.
कॉन्फ्रेंस में करीब 1600 डेलीगेट्स पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे। 10 प्लीनरी सेशन होंगे। भारत के सारे सेंट्रल मिनिस्ट्रीज, सारे स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स, यूनियन टेरिटरी गवर्नमेंट्स, एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस जैसे आईआईटी कानपुर, आईआईटी जम्मू, रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूशंस, इंडस्ट्री कैप्टन्स और स्टार्टअप्स एवं स्टूडेंट्स इसमें भाग लेंगे। 2 दिवसीय कार्यशाला में भारत का ई गवर्नेंस रोड मैप अगले 1 वर्ष का प्लानिंग किया जाएगा और भारत के जो बढ़ते कदम हैं डिजिटली एम्पावर्ड नेशन की तरफ, डिजिटली एम्पावरिंग सिटीजन्स की तरफ और डिजिटली ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग संस्थाओं को, इंस्टीट्यूशंस की तरफ किस कदम लिए जाने हैं इसके ऊपर विचार विमर्श किए जाएंगे।
The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has registered an increase of 10.19% voters after the exercise of special summary revision by the Election Commission concluded after delimitation. There has been a net increase of 7,72,872 electors in the final electoral roll. The final electoral rolls have a total of 83,59,771 electors, out of which 42,91,687 are male, 40,67,900 are female and 184 are third gender. In Gujarat, only 4 days are left for campaigning for the first phase of elections. BJP National President JP Nadda and other senior leaders will release the party's Sankalp Patra in Gandhinagar today. Senior leader of the party and Union Home Minister Amit Shah will hold public meetings today at 4 places in Bhavnagar, Vadodara and Ahmedabad districts. Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath will hold public meetings in Gir Somnath, Bhavnagar and Amreli. Apart from this, Union Ministers Smriti Irani, Purushottam Rupala, Dharmendra Pradhan and many other senior BJP leaders are scheduled to hold election meetings and road shows in support of party candidates. On the other hand, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge will address public meetings in Narmada and Surat districts, while the national convener of Aam Aadmi Party Arvind Kejriwal is scheduled to hold a road show in Bhavnagar. Surat district has the maximum number of 16 assembly seats after Ahmedabad. The district has been a stronghold of the BJP for the last 3 decades. Our correspondent reports that the election contest has become interesting this time with the entry of the Aam Aadmi Party.
A total of 12 seats are in Surat city, while 4 seats are in the rural areas. In 2017 assembly elections, the BJP had captured all the 12 seats in the city along with 3 rural seats. Till now, the contest in the district has been mainly between Congress and the BJP. But last year, Aam Aadmi Party surprised everyone by winning 27 out of 120 seats in Surat's municipal corporation polls. In this election, the Aam Aadmi Party has made the contest triangular and interesting in many seats. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also scheduled to address a public meeting here tomorrow. With Jitendra Reddy from Surat, Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. The Indian Space Research Organisation is all set to launch PSLV C-54 with Earth observation satellite OceanSat and 8 other nano-satellites in 2 different orbits today. The 24-hour countdown for the launch, which commenced yesterday at the launch center, will end today, enabling a smooth liftoff. The propellant filling process took place at the 4-stage launch vehicle. Scientists at ISRO are busy monitoring last-minute tests for a successful launch. More from our correspondent.
ISRO's successful workhorse PSLV's XL version will lift off exactly at 11:56 today from the first launch pad of the Space Center. The 1,170 kilogram payloads include Ocean Monitor, Sea Surface Monitor, Q-band scatterometer and Argos, a French payload. Argos will reinforce these existing fleet of Indo-French satellites working on weather surveillance that are already in orbit, thus enhancing the contributions related to the objectives of the Paris Agreement. The Anand Nano satellite is a technology demonstrator for commercial applications of miniaturized Earth observation camera for Earth observation using a microsatellite in low Earth orbit. Joy, AIR News, Chennai.
President Draupadi Murmu today said the nation remembers with gratitude all those who lost their lives during Mumbai terror attacks. On the anniversary of 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, the President said the nation pays homage to the security personnel who fought valiantly and made the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has said that terrorism threatens humanity. Remembering the 26/11 terror attack in Mumbai, Dr. Jaishankar said, "Today, the world joins India in remembering its victims." He said, "Those who planned and oversaw this attack must be brought to justice." The interactive briefing of heads of missions of G20 countries is scheduled to be held today in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Prior to this, the G20 delegation received a warm welcome on arrival in Port Blair yesterday. Soon after their arrival, the delegation visited the National Memorial Cellular Jail. Former Foreign Secretary and G20 Chief Coordinator Harshvardhan Shringla and former Niti Aayog CEO and G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant are part of the delegation. In a tweet, G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant said, "It is a moment of immense pride for the entire nation as the journey of G20 India presidency begins at Cellular Jail, Port Blair. The briefing of G20 will be held at Swaraj Dweep. India will take over G20 presidency on 1st December. 3 Indian and 6 foreign films are vying for this year's prestigious ICFT UNESCO Gandhi Medal at International Film Festival of India in Goa. The Indian films in the race are The Kashmir Files, Nanu Kusuma and Saudi Vellakka. More from our correspondent.
Foreign movies competing for the award are A Tale of Two Sisters from Bangladesh, Fortune from Tajikistan, Nargesi from Iran, Mother from Bulgaria, White Dog from Canada, and Poloma, a joint production of Brazil and Portugal. Vivek Agnihotri directed Kashmir Files, which deals with the issue of mass exodus of Kashmiri Pandits from Kashmir Valley in 1990, is also being screened at IFFI in the Indian Panorama section. Kannada film Nanu Kusuma, produced and directed by Krishna Gowda, highlights the issue of women's safety. The third Indian film in the race, Saudi Velakka, is a Malayalam movie directed by Tarun Murthy. This award will be given at the closing ceremony of IFFI on Monday. Ashok Shukla, AIR News, Goa.
On to sports news. In the FIFA World Cup Football 2022, Qatar was eliminated from the World Cup after Senegal yesterday thrashed the host 3-1 in a Group A match. Boulaye Dia, Famahadi Diou and Bamba Dieng scored 1 goal each and helped Senegal for an easy win. Iran defeated Wales by 2-0 in their Group B match. Rouzbeh Chashmi and Ramin Razayan struck 1 goal each in the last minute of the game and provided Iran a win in the thrilling encounter. The match between Netherlands and Ecuador ended in a draw. In another match, Brazil defeated Serbia 2-0.
England and USA shared points as they played out a goalless draw at the Al Bayt Stadium. Before half-time, the Americans came closest to breaking the deadlock in the 33rd minute through Christian Pulisic. Pulisic's left foot shot from the edge of the area missed the bar. Skipper Harry Kane had England's best chance in the 10th minute, but his shot was blocked. England, unchanged from Monday's 6-2 win over Iran, could have sealed their place in the knockout phase with a win, but were careless in possession, allowed to dominate the Americans, who steadily grew in confidence. In the last match, Ecuador's Superman captain Ina Valencia led a feisty fight back as the South Americans drew 1-1 with Netherlands in a Group A to keep both teams in the running for the last 16 while ending host Qatar's chance of qualifying. Qatar lost their second successive game at the debut World Cup earlier to Senegal and are eliminated. In the early kick-off, Iran beat Wales 2-0 to grab 3 points and rise to the second spot in Group B. With Pratyush Ghosh, this is Anupam Mishra for Sports Desk.
Centre has formed a panel to revamp the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme NGNREGS. Sources said the panel set up by the Rural Development Ministry will recommend institutional mechanisms for more effective utilization of funds of the scheme. The panel will examine expenditure trend across various states and identify reasons for variations. AIIMS Delhi has said that all efforts are on to bring back the digital patient care services which were hit by a ransomware attack on its server. AIIMS has expressed hope that the services will be restored soon. Due to the cybersecurity incident at AIIMS on 23rd of this month, outpatient and inpatient digital hospital services including smart lab, billing, report generation, appointment systems have been affected. An FIR has been registered by the special cell of the Delhi police to investigate the matter. And for a review of the headlines of newspapers, it's over to VC Pramod.
Thank you, Ravi. The Pioneer quotes the Prime Minister as saying that India is correcting its past mistakes by remembering its unsung heroes. Hindustan Times quotes the Chief Justice of India saying SC and Centre mustn't find faults, need balance. The Hindu Business Line reports that the insurance regulator has simplified rules to set up insurance firms. It has allowed this direct investment by private equity funds. The Economic Times reports that a slew of insurance reforms will free up to 35,000 crore capital. The Indian Express writes, dismissing concerns of the government, the SC Collegium has given nod to 8 as judges. The Times of India quotes the Union Law Minister as saying that the Collegium system of appointment of judges was alien to the Constitution. Financial Express quotes the MOS for IT and Electronics as saying that once the Data Protection Bill becomes a law, all digital platforms will have to delete all past user data. And finally, the Pioneer reports that the number of visas to Indians rose over 90,000 this year, an increase of 273% over the 2019 number.
And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch various initiatives under E-Court project in New Delhi on Constitution Day today. Campaigning intensifies for first phase of assembly elections in Gujarat. BJP President JP Nadda to release the party's manifesto Sankalp Patra in Gandhinagar. Jammu and Kashmir registers an increase of over 10% voters after delimitation. 25th National Conference on E-Governance begins in Jammu and Kashmir today. ISRO to launch 9 satellites including OceanSat from Sriharikota today. And in FIFA World Cup today, Australia will take on Tunisia, Saudi Arabia will clash with Poland, and France will lock horns with Denmark. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and the News on AIR app. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.